right, really. Dave, after 2 horrible away games, you must be glad to be back at home.
Yeah, really pleased to be back at home. Home form's been really good of late. I think it's 7 wins and a draw, if I'm mistaken. So yeah, excellent form at home, and it's a 6-pointer today. So it's important that we try and continue that run of recent excellent results.
Why do you feel there is such a difference between home and away form?
I think firstly the teams that we've played away from home are right up there. You know, Kidderminster away full time, did really well for 50 minutes, but that was a tough game away from home. Not many places people go to Kidderminster and win. Brackley the same, up there second in the league at the time. 75 minutes, was clean sheet, but their quality told in the end. But last Saturday wasn't acceptable. In my last interview I told them, obviously we admit that you're going to get off days, and that was the first off day that we had in terms of our work rate and our endeavour, but our quality as well was awful right across the park, and we rightly got turned over 4-0. But the last time we performed like that was Alfreton, so that was 3 months ago, three and a half months ago. So yeah, you're always going to get a bad day, but it was right. You know, it was important we put it right Tuesday. The lads did that. The goals against Colin has been a bit of a problem for us, so we've needed to work on that and address that if we could. But yeah, the home form's been good and the away form not so good. So we've got to take care of today first, and you know, it'll be a tough game against these today.
And Nuneaton are full time, as you mentioned last night, but it doesn't always show being full time can be successful because they're right down there with you.
Yeah, and we beat them there 1-0 early season. So you know, Harrogate, we went there and won in the FA Cup. Run them close down here 5-4, so doesn't give them a right to go and win a football match. But it just gives them a little advantage that you know, we played Tuesday, you know, 120 minutes. Didn't get back till, you know, 2:45 in the morning. You know, lads were up at 6:30 for work. That's the norm for us. But as the teams are going now, I think there's 10, 11, 12 teams now in our league that are full time, so they have recovery days instead of us going and working that what we do. So it is an advantage in terms of that, but results against these kind of teams have been favourable for us. So we're massively up for the game today. We know what's needed, but it's down to the players to perform.
And how tough has it been for the players to recover following Tuesday?
Well, we was in Thursday, so we had a little bit of a recovery session. We had, you know, we worked the lads that obviously didn't play, because we had probably 7 or 8 that didn't play. A couple of subs and the 6 that would obviously were cup tied and unavailable, down to they wasn't signed on before the original tie back 10 years ago. So you know, it was important they got some work into them, but the lads that played the 120 minutes, they had a recovery session, and we had a really positive meeting. We was in there and we got some food, and we just you know, went through the season so far, you know, and then like you said, we've got 18 games left, and starting with today, and it's important that we get 3 points.
It was a heartbreaking exit on Tuesday. Now, has the hardest thing for you been to pick the players up following that, or have you focused more on the fact it was a very good performance?
Yeah, definitely that. The latter. You know, we focused on, you know, it wasn't really about the result Tuesday. It was about putting a few wrongs right, and by showing the supporters and the football club that Saturday was a one-off, hopefully, and they went a long way to doing that. But we know that when we are right and we are aggressive and we can get about teams, we have got quality in the final third to hurt, and you know, we were 4 minutes away from winning that tie. But to lose it on penalties and to be such a long way from home, it was a hard journey. But to focus on them positives on Thursday, talk about what we did well. But like I said at the start of the interview, we need to you know, stop giving away cheap goals and, you know, free headers in the box. So that's the reason I brought Lee Beavers in the team today.
And have you made any changes from Tuesday?
Yeah, I've made 2. Brought Lee Beavers in at centre half. So I'm hoping his experience may hopefully stop that and give Nathan and Michael a little bit of guidance, because them 2 are always leading, especially if it's Johan or it's been a back 4. You know, we've asked a lot of them 2 this year, and they've performed really well, stepping up 2 divisions and, you know, being consistently in the team. They've learnt a hell of a lot by being at this level now, and they're only going to get better. But I'm hoping Lee's experience will guide them 2 today and give them a little bit of help. But it was a tough call on Simo, because he did really well Tuesday, but I just think Liam King's experience and know-how as a central midfielder will complement Jordan and Shane, and that's the 3 that we played against Darlington. So if we can replicate that performance, then we should be okay.
And how is Liam King in terms of fitness?
Yeah, got through his Thursday session really well, worked him hard Thursday. He's a fit lad anyway. He's just, obviously, you know, might be a little bit bit tired come late in the game, but you know, it depends how the game's going. He'll go through brick walls for anybody, and he's been a revelation since he's come in. It's been a blow to us that we've missed him the last 3 or 4 weeks, but you know, it's just great to have him back, and we could have probably played him at Blythe, but we wanted to hold him back for today because of the importance of today. You know, playing the Blythes and the teams in the top 6 or 7 are bonus points, but these are must-win games, so hopefully we can do that.
And 3 of the next 4 home games are all, you could call 6-pointers. How important is the support today?
Well, the support's massive because, you know, we're averaging better crowds this year. I think we're up to about 600, which, you know, is about 150 up from last year. So obviously we're doing something right. You know, we're very competitive. The FA Cup run, you know, is well documented. The trophy we've done well in, and the home form's been really good. So, you know, I think we had 4 there on Tuesday at Spennymoor, which was fantastic of them 4 to be up there. But it's what they do at home, and I put in the programme notes that we're going to need everybody now. You know, and whatever they think of me or whatever they think of Terry as a management pair, then you know that's fine. But get behind the players, because they're going to need all the support, and you know, they know what's required from them. And hopefully, if we did what we did last year, we've got that experience behind us of that experience of being in there right to the death. So we can lean on that if we need to. But I'm confident this group can be out of that.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers.
Good luck.